Welcome to The Life of Hair. My name's James Atkinson. Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode. I hope you are very, very well and you enjoy today's episode. Now, today's episode is one of those techniques that we're definitely going to be doing tons of them in the coming weeks here in the UK. After the 12th of April, when we can get back in the salons, we are going to have long bleach regrowth coming out of our ears. Well, I certainly am anyway. With the popularity of bleaching hair in recent years, we are going to see some absolutely mammoth roots. So I thought this was an apt time to go over how to deal with that in this particular episode, and I hope you get tons from it. And there's loads of other long bleach regrowth episodes that I've done. If you go to YouTube, to the search engine, put The Life of Hair long bleach regrowth, it will bring up all of the search results for those videos and you can watch them to your heart's content. I think it's one of those things I've made a lot of videos on because I feel like a lot of hairdressers really struggle with this particular technique, and it's one of those things where it just made my life so much easier as a salon hairdresser, and I hope it does exactly the same for you. If you enjoy this, then hit that thumbs up button, chat to me down in the comments, and if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you again for another episode of The Life of Hair very, very soon. So this is our starting point, a very, very long bleach regrowth indeed. Now, the problem with the long bleach regrowth is the scalp admits 36.6 degrees of heat, generally speaking, on average, and then everything after that is the same temperature as the room. So when we come to deal with this, we have to treat the hair very, very differently. So in the instance of this particular long bleach regrowth, the way that I've gone about it is that I'm using bleach plus 1.8% developer on the first 1 centimetre of the hair. And you can see I've got a very short bristled brush to be very, very accurate, that I'm only going to paint that first 1 centimetre of the hair. I then subsequently, I'm going to go through and apply a different strength peroxide to the hair that is remaining that you see. Now, there's lots of ways of going about this, and as I mentioned previously, I've got videos on just about every way you can achieve this. But this particular way is quick, fast and efficient, certainly when you've got clients who, you know, are knocking the door down to have their hair done because they've not been able to get into the hair salon because of the pandemic. So when we're working through this technique, and as you can see, I'm not going to show you every single section, we're just going to skip through some of the sections. I am really being conscious to only paint that first 1 centimetre. I don't want this bleach, which is Redkin Flash Lift, to travel further than that 1 centimetre, because it really just doesn't have the potency of lightener that I need for it to lift in the areas of it's the same temperature as the room. So if you're in a 19-degree room, everything after that point will be roughly the same temperature as the room. So once we've gone through, when we've painted on our roots at 1 centimetre, I'm then going to go in with foils, and I'm going to show you that it's not always easy to make it stick, and then go in with a stronger peroxide. So now I'm using 20 volume, and I won't be putting a foil into every single section. So the subsequent section will be split, taken down and put onto the next section. And what that's doing is creating lots and lots of product and also creating some heat, but mainly it is preventing the product from drying out. So we're getting maximum efficiency from the lift. Now you can see at the root area, we've had quite a lot of lift already. By the time I've gone through and applied my root area to the whole technique, we've ended up with our roots kind of at a level 8 already. So this does need to do some processing to catch up. But obviously, remember, we will be incubating it with the foil, and so therefore we'll get even results. One thing I will say about this technique is obviously get loads and loads and loads of bleach on the hair that you are trying to lift. Super, super important when it comes to these kind of techniques. We really want tons and tons of product on there to create the maximum lift. Now, the beauty of this particular technique is that when we apply to each subsequent layer of hair color or bleach, sorry, over one another, we are automatically building up the quantity of product within the hair. So we are saturating the hair really, really well because of the nature of the way we've gone about the technique. Now, once I've gone through my technique and I'm happy that I've covered all the sections, I always cross-check my sections. As you can see there on the underneath side of that section, my saturation wasn't 100%. But if I go back and fix this, the minute that I've finished my overall technique. So I've done the back, I've done the sides, and I'm going back to double check and make sure my product is still working well, and just giving it a little refresh, and any areas that aren't lifting as well as I'd hoped, resaturating them with the bleach. At this point, I'm removing the foils because they've really done their job at this point. You can see that we're kind of heading into a level 9 territory. We want to get this hair light and clean. We're going to put a crazy color or fashion color over the top of it afterwards. But now we've got all the foils out, I've gone back through, and you can see how much lightener is in that hair. Pre-tone the hair with Redken Shades EQ 9T, and so this is going to really help to bring down any of the warmth that was remaining. Now the color that I'm applying now is a bluey color because we're going to create like a fantasy color melt, and obviously it's on kind of lob length hair, so it's not going to have that really long melted effect. It's going to be more about creating a interesting pattern of effects in the hair. So when that bit of sea salt spray is put in the hair and it's blasted, you're going to get that beautiful bit of movement. Now this client is a fantastic client of mine. I have learned many things from doing her hair over the years. It can behave in ways that are totally unexpected, and I could probably do several videos on how Laura's hair has interacted with all of the different direct dyes and bleaching jobs we've done over the years, and I mean loads and loads. It's fantastic to have a client like Laura. She's mega laid back. She lets me experiment with her hair all the time, and it's a real joy to have clients like this. And obviously the trust is built over a long period of time. But I'm also very transparent, open with the process. I mean, Laura now just lets me do whatever I want to her hair, which is absolutely a dream come true. She never knows what she's going to get when she comes into the salon. And here I am doing the technique. I'm alternating some lilac purple pieces with some magenta pieces through the ends here. And Laura literally has a different colour on her hair every single time I do her hair. It's never the same. And I absolutely love seeing Laura for her hair appointments. I don't do that many really vivid colours anymore. My clientele has become a lot more natural, but having that odd client that wants something a little bit more interesting is always wonderful to have in the chair. And here's the finished result. As I said, not like big, you know, bouncy blow dry, some sea salt spray and a rough dry to style this, so it gives you that kind of raw natural textured feel to the hair. It's super straight naturally, and Laura hates her hair hanging down. So this is the finished result, and I hope you have enjoyed this little tutorial on how to deal with long bleach regrowths, which can be extremely tricky to deal with. As I say, and I'll say it again, this is just one way to approach this. There's loads and loads of other ways you can approach a long bleach regrowth. This is just one of those techniques. So do go over to YouTube, go to the search engine, search The Life of Hair Bleach or Long Bleach Regrowth, or just probably bleach will probably be just fine, and you will find the other videos that I've made. And maybe one of the other ways of doing it might just kind of hit a spark and you know, get you doing long bleach regrowths with confidence. You will no longer fear those long bleach regrowths coming in. And remember, anything longer than the thickness of your finger roughly is a long bleach regrowth, so treat it as so, and avoid those yellow bands that you can't get rid of or are very difficult to remove by simply following the steps in any one of the long bleach regrowth videos I've done. I hope you've enjoyed this. I love hearing from you, so do drop me a comment down below. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you again next time for another episode of The Life of Hair.